Hey, if you like the videos we make here at Crypto Comics, please consider picking up my newest superpowered novel, Nobody's Hero, available in digital and print form on Amazon.com.
Hello, all you sons of bitches in Webtown, and welcome back to Image Comics Appreciation Month right here at Crypto Comics. And right now begins a 3-part journey, a deep dive of sorts, if you will, into the characters of Darker Image. Darker Image, if you don't know, was a single-issue comic book released pretty early on by Image, and it featured 3 characters. It featured Rob Liefeld's Bloodwulf, it featured Jim Lee's Deathblow, and it featured Sam Keith's The Max. And over the course of the next 3 days, we're going to take a look at each of those characters individually as they have appeared in the sequential art medium. Now, I would suggest to all you newcomers out there to Crypto Comics that you dive into the back issue bins, check out our review of Darker Image #1, check out the review of Deathblow issue #1, and then you'll be caught up to speed and ready to go here as you continue to gain XP on your way to becoming a Crypto Knight. This is Bloodwulf issue #1. There were multiple covers, and they're all expensive except for this one. Most famously being the one where it refers to Jim Lee, the son of Stan Lee. But they all look exactly the same. They just changed the font on it. This was released in February of 1995 and is part of a 4-issue miniseries with art by Derek Gross Jr. and a script very entertainingly written by Portland's own Andy Mangels. And Andy Mangels has been in Portland since forever, as long as I know. He may have been born here. And I wasn't sure, to be honest, if I was going to like this. I ended up really liking this, so I'm going to share it with you guys because I'm eager to get into the next 3 issues of this miniseries. Space. Highly above the sparsely populated planet of Luapur. It's cold here, and quiet too. Because despite what you may have seen and heard, space is a vacuum. Sound doesn't travel in a vacuum. So of course, in space, no one could hear you scream. If you were trying to scream in space, that is. Anyhow, that's why you can't hear the sounds of the climactic space battle raging between the mighty regime space filler and the starship Sully. But if you could, it would sound pretty cool. Let's follow this escape pod as it streaks toward the planet on its date with destiny and the start of the story.
Whoo, bloop. Did you see that, Nita? It was one of those clever but overused visual segues like Alan Moore did in Watchmen. Goom, 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 goom. Mom! Drado threw my pet snapping horple somewhere. Shut up, Squirt. It's just a stupid horple.
I know where the horple went. It's in Daddy's bubble tub.
And see there? Word balloons. This means we're definitely in the story. Good. They've never seen us before. It's in Daddy's bubble tub. Doom.
Sploosh! An ill wind breaks.
Wow, that was a cool splash page. Boom. Who put the Foot and Horple in my bubble tub? I'm gonna rip their head off and hang them from their spleen. Wolfie, what's the problem? Your spawn threw Kippy's Horple in my tub, and it bit me on the butt. He's your son too, you know. Besides, Drado didn't mean any harm. Did you, son? No, ma'am.
Ah, Foot. Can't even take a root and dip if I want without getting massacred.
Why, whatever's wrong, dear?
Not even safe in my own tub. Kids are driving me nuts. I'm safer in a war zone. Ah, dung. My hair looks awful like this.
Daddy's hair socket. Kids, stay away. Your mom's.
Yeah, much better. Haven't had a good war in too damn long. Quack, quack. What? What did I do wrong now?
You didn't tell me when you were going to use your hair socket bucket again. It blew the computer circuits and we lost 4 hours of work on the Merc reports.
Yeesh.
Honey, I love you. I love all of you. But if I don't indulge in some senseless violence very soon, I'm going to explode.
Huh? Fine, go. You've got a sheet caught in your boots, though.
He does. Oh, we've covered Nightmare. Back issue bins, Image Comics playlist.
That's Robbie the Robot. Let me tell you about Robbie the Robot. He first appeared in the 1956 film Forbidden Planet. Robbie the Robot's been seen on multiple television productions going back into the very dawn of television, the black and white days, in the fourth season of my favorite show, Dobie Gillis, starring a young Bob Denver. That was Gilligan on Gilligan's Island. Oddly enough, on Gilligan's Island a decade later, Bob Denver also had an episode where he interacted with a robot on the island. So that's kind of bizarre. Robots were very popular in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, especially this robot. He was on everything from Dobie Gillis to Mork and Mindy, The Twilight Zone. He's even been seen in mangas like Battle Angel Alita. So he gets around, and here he is in this Bloodwulf.
Make sure you kids stay back. I'm setting this morpher on level 9. Ooh, level 9. Should give me a real workout. Boom, 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 boom. Roar! Oof!
And he's just fighting the morpher. Like Robbie the Robot morphs into a giant green pit monster. But then a ship lands on the morpher.
You rooters better have a good footin' reason for crashing on my morpher. I'm in a thrashing mood and you just mashed the target.
Oh, squeeze our parking, dude. We were like totally on the run from these regime punkwats, and we couldn't exactly, pilot this thing.
Brat feet feet.
What the zone are you talking about? Sorry, dude. I'm Smooth 6, and I'm like a translator, I used to be one of the raddest asteroid skimmers in the Econ system, but then I had this big bust up with a roid, man.
Fat frat feet.
Oh yeah, this is Oidoy. He's got the secret message for, never mind.
What secret message?
If we told you, it wouldn't be a secret,
Listen, you half-assed cyborg skimpunk. You mashed my morpher. I think you owe me something. Besides, getting in a bust-up with me is worse than any droid.
Oi! Bang! Puts out this projection, right?
It's not exactly thrill a parsec, Mr. Hair Guy.
Agent Ogo Kanafi, my ship has fallen under attack by the regime, and I'm likely to be taken captive. I've placed information vital to the destruction of the regime in the memory systems of these two droids. You alone know where the two people who can help destroy Vass and his regime are, and how to get them to help. Please find them, Ogo. Find them and rescue me, and help me overthrow the regime, so we can be interplanetary heroes feted by alien races from galaxy to galaxy until we grow old in our prosperity.
Boring. Does she stay dressed like that the whole time? Even my mother wouldn't wear something that plain.
I told you it wasn't very exciting, dude.
Help me, Ogo Kanafi. You're my only hope. Well, almost my only hope.
Mom?
It's his mom. She's Princess Leia vibe there. I love it.
Hi, Daddy.
Back so soon, dear? I'm off to find my long-lost mother.
That sounds wonderful, dear. Will you be back for dinner?
I don't footin' know, Loon. First, we gotta find that crazy guy who lives out in the Cretacic Park, and then we gotta find someone else, all before we can even look for my mom. I mean, I could conceivably be attacked by Cretans, or regime troopers trying to stop me. I could end up going on an intergalactic adventure that threatens my life, saves the galaxy, and expands my definition of self. Or not. One thing's for sure. I need a rootin' good fight.
Mom! Well, have fun. Rorik, I told you to stay out of the gooey dough.
Karen put it in my hair.
No, ma'am, I didn't. He's just mental. Bye, Dad.
He's got all these. You kids mind your moms. And if you're gonna be bad, make sure I'd be proud of it.
Boy, Nita, it takes almost a dozen pages to get to the action scenes. Hope the readers like characterization and plot. Zoom!
My bike takes us to the Cretacic in short order, and the engines drown out the screams of Smood. Boy, do I hate gutless Borgs. Droids are targeted, ready to fire. Ah, food!
I knew things were going too smoothly. Like we're doomed.
Quit your whining. I've gotten out of worse scrapes than this.
We're gonna croak. Double food.
Foo! Yee-haw!
Spoosh.
Well, who have we here? All shaken and stirred?
Blatfreet.
Whoa, Major Hurlerama.
Back off, buddy. They're my droids. Who the zone are you?
Ogo Kanafi, agent of the Bond and master of the Quickening. And you, a Bloodwulf.
Well, isn't that an amazing and fortuitous coincidence? You're just the guy I'm looking for. These droids wanted to find you because you can help rescue my mom. I'll take care of these rim holes. Get the droids into the forest. Me? I want to know what your connection with my mom is. Yeah! Things just aren't going my way today. You made good time, Frodo.
It's Ogo. Those are regime troopers, right?
Yeah, we gotta waste them and get out of here alive.
Now I won't get slowed down. He rips his cloak off. Now I won't get slowed down.
You got a strange tailor.
Don't mean to stress your fashion show, dudes, but here come the troopers. Go, go, go. Running through the trees. Total Hershey squirt, dudes. Run away.
Breat.
Got him in my target. He's dead meat.
Weep, 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 weep.
Going this direction, we'll loop around to where they probably jet down.
What? Oi!
Just through this canyon and where the...
Whoa!
It's a giant Godzilla, right? He's just chewing guys up here, looks like. Translation.
Yum! Tastes like chicken. Extra crispy.
That is one savage dragon. Freak!
No, not that. Anything but that.
This sucks. It's the regime dudes again. Run! Pew, 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 pew.
I want fries with that order. The lasers aren't getting through.
Can't go back because of the troopers. Can't go up or down. Can't go forward because of this dragon thing.
Bum way. It's like coming towards us.
I got it. We run under it. We've got to do it quickly so it doesn't sit on us.
It'll do worse than that. How long can you hold your breath?
Long enough. Let's move.
Running, running, running. We're almost clear. Run for that. Phew. Jeez.
I told you to hold your breath. Come on, we can make the ship. Bipedal food always gives me gas.
Run, flee.
Scrunch. We'll take this one. You take, that one.
Stenchorama, dude.
I strafed the remaining ships so they couldn't follow us, even if any of them escaped that gas-giving dragon. Then it was back home to reload and get this rescue underway. Daddy, Daddy! Oi! Reset the programs on these skimmers to fly back where we got them. Get strapped onto the big bike. I don't want to stay here long enough for them to track the droids or the skimmers. Here.
Creesh, Daddy, you stink. P.U.
Yeah, I love you too, kids. I geared up, ready for whatever fight I was going to have against the regime, and hightailed it out of the homestead. Ogo made a trans-space call before we left. I guess we're meeting the other person who can help topple the regime. You guessed it. I'm one of the two people Mom was talking about in her message. What a crazy bunch of coincidences, huh?
Wait, where's the canopy? Isn't there a shield on this thing?
Can't hear you, Ogo. Have to set up a communicator when we get to the space station. No time to fix him up with one before we left. If I can't talk to him as we travel, how am I going to know what's going on? He does seem to be the guy with all the answers. Tap, tap. What's he want now? Poof! Oops. Thought he had some kind of force field to protect him in space, like me. Why didn't he say something? Alas, poor Ogo. I hardly knew him at all.
Now what? Up next, interspatial harassment on the space station Deep Thrust 9.
Oh, Extreme Super Tour Book. We covered that during Rob Liefeld Appreciation Season. Oh, Badrock. Oh, we talk extensively about Badrock on this bad boy right here. Oh, Extreme Sacrifice. Been there, done that. The New Men. Oh, talk about a deep dive, beautiful people in Webtown. I got the whole run of this. Why? I don't know, because I got them for like 50 cents, and it had the last few issues, and those are always the hardest to find. So I said, screw it. Let's find out what this is really all about. And we shall. Extreme Studios Skybox trading cards. Did these actually exist, or is this just more vapor products from Rob Liefeld? I swear, like everything he ever advertised never actually came out. If these cards existed, please tell me in the comments below, Kryptonites. I'd appreciate that. So this is Bloodwulf, issue number 1. I found it very entertaining thanks to Andy Mangels' spectacular writing, and quite honestly, the artwork of Derek Gross Jr. was very compelling and fit in perfectly with Image Comics in the mid-1990s. I wish comics still looked and read as entertaining as this looks and reads here today. Man, 28 years after it came out, baby. And hopefully it explained to some of you out there exactly why we're having Image Comics Appreciation Month here on Crypto Comics. Because what isn't there to appreciate about Image Comics? You know what I mean? The comic book industry in the 1990s is defined by Image Comics. The Mighty Eye was to the comic book industry what the Attitude Era was to the wrestling business. It brought these creative, over-the-top characters to life and brought them really into the mainstream where they have existed ever since. Whether it be Stone Cold and The Rock or Spawn and Youngblood, people have not forgotten these characters, no matter how much time has passed by. And this is just the beginning of our look at the characters that premiered in Darker Image #1 all those years ago. Tomorrow, we're going to cover Jim Lee's Death Blow. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up. If this is your first video on Crypto Comics, I suggest that you subscribe. I suggest that you hit that ding dong for notifications. I suggest you dive into the back issue bins, find something else to watch until I return tomorrow with more to entertain you with. Now, if you want another superhero story that's totally original, check out my book. Yes, my book. It's available in digital and print form on Amazon.com. It's called Nobody's Hero, guaranteed to keep you entertained. Check it out. I will see you tomorrow.
When his girlfriend is kidnapped by an aging supervillain, Noah and his roommate Cody must unite a team of unorthodox superpowered citizens to not only rescue the girl, but stop the villain's plans of world domination. In Nobody's Hero, the latest novel from your boy Crypto Comics and the Lost Library. Available right now in digital and print form on Amazon.com.